This has been one of the easiest tools I've ever used to customize wigs, and it's going to get so much easier for you. This is how it looks, this is how it's going to come. It has all the information in the back for you. It comes with the glove. This is the main body. It has an amazing design to it. So sometimes when I do customizations, it's easier if I just go with it like this, straight, and just do all the whatever I do, and I'll show you. But sometimes, especially when I add lift, I go like that. You could add lift like this. It's pretty easy. Also, I like to style it this way because it's easier, it's shorter versus like this, right? And I'll show you that too. Again, here is the tool. It does come with these buttons, and then there is like the airflow. It's an airflow, so there is a heat, there's a cool. The heating set is here, and there's a cooling set. You'll have to click it, hold it, and then it's gonna go cool. You hold it while you cool your hair, your fibers. Now, with this one, we have the nozzle. Here's the nozzle that comes with it. So the nozzle is pretty good. I love that it's very narrow here because you can now add easily lift to your middle part wigs or side part wigs. It's always easy to add lift to free part wigs. But now with this one, it's very easy. Pretty easy to attach. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring it here, you're gonna twist it, and this thing go up. That means it's attached. So here's how it looks once you put your attachment. Again, if you want to twist it, you're going to bring this button down, you're going to twist it. So another thing I love about this is if you are trying to let's just say add lift from here up, you don't have to go like this. You can twist it, bring it like that, and then add lift. Again, if you want to do it from the top down, you can just turn it like this and then just go on the top and style it that way. Very cool feature it has. I'm going to show you what else comes with it. We have the barrels. Everybody loves Utah curls. So this is, the big barrels. This is what I have been using to curl your wigs. So we can do a tighter curls, we can do like a little bit more medium curls, and we can also do very loose curls with this one. So it comes with two barrels. One is going to go on the left and then on the right side. Add it, then I go from here to the middle of my head, and then I usually make sure you use your your glove. When you release it, you hold it down, you release it, and then you're gonna put the other one on. And then you'll continue. The Volumizer brush that comes with this tool it has the same bristles as our detangling brush. Really good, really easy to do your bangs, to do the butterfly layers, to lay them however you want them, if it's invertible or if you want them to come in. Smaller brushes are usually for bangs. You can use that one on longer bangs, the big brush, and the small one is going to be for your fringe bangs, curtain bangs, the shorter ones. Also great for like taming down there or bringing down the curls. Here's how it looks. So it's smaller for bangs. We're going to use this on bangs. Heat comb. Now I know a lot of you like to use heat comb. So heat comb is good for lifting. Heat comb is good for you know, calming down the lift on your wigs. You can even defrizz with it. We do have a defrizzer brush, but I know some of you like to use the heat comb. So we do have a heat comb now. It's perfect. We tried it. I've been using it for a long time, but we did quality check and everything. So I love this feature where you're done with it. You just hold it like this. It's not going to burn anything. And here you go. So heat comb, lace cutting, small little shears, thinning shears, hair cutting shears. But these are great to cut your wigs and thin your wigs. The big comb. We do have the travel brush. We also have the magic brush, which are perfect for wigs. I always say that if you don't have those, grab them. If you prefer to go with, you know, the big tooth comb, then here it is. It will come with your kit, and it looks like this. So you will need this. I always use it all the time. Everything I added here is what I usually daily use to customize your wigs. So that way, you know, you know what I'm using it for. So now this one is for changing your part. So if you want a middle part, you're gonna go right in the middle, you're gonna change your part, then you're gonna get your heat, and then you're gonna set your part. The same with side parts or any other parts. So this is a red tin comb. The last thing that comes with it is the defrizzing brush. So this part gets really, really, really hot. It also is good for the flyaways, like if you have those little spikes up there, it will help you tame them, put them down as well and make it more smooth. But if your wig is, you know how I always say you can use heat comb, spray water. With this one, you just spray a lot of water, not like soaking wet, but your wig has to be wet. And then you're gonna bring it to the front so that your heat is hitting this side, and this side is just to brush it. And then you're gonna run it through your wig section to section to take the frizz off. So make them look silky again, and then you can curl them back. This little guy goes, if you're brushing, you're gonna bring it to this side, so your heat is gonna come here. If you're defrizzing, you're gonna go to this side. This is gonna be hot, very hot, so be very, very careful. It does have the bangs, right? So now these bangs can be worn as a curtain bangs, which you will have to fix a little bit. Or you can wear them as full bangs, but you will have to fix them. Any wigs that are lace front, they will come with the longer bangs. And that's for a reason, because we don't know how short you want your bangs. So we keep them longer, that way you can just grab your scissors and point cut them, and then first style them, because if you add some lift to them, they will already go shorter, so you don't want them to be too short. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna style them first, and then you're gonna hold them and then point cut to your desired length. Right, so now let's just say you like the wig, but you want the bangs to be in the front. That's not gonna be an issue for you right now, because you have the tool, right? So we're gonna bring them to the front, and it's really hard for me because I can barely see myself. I usually have a different place for customization. Let's just say we just want these, right? So we're checking. I don't think I took all of the bangs out, so we're gonna bring them out. There might be a little bit more there, but we're just gonna take these to only show you how to do it. So that these are gonna be very, very, very long for me, right? We kind of want them right here. So I'm not gonna cut them. I'm only cutting these little ones that are coming in front. And then since they are long, I'm gonna grab my round brush, the big round brush. There you go. So I put it on, and I'm turning it on here. Okay. I'm waiting for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna wrap it around my bangs. So I'm leaving it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm pressing the cool. I'm pressing the cool button right now, and I'll keep pressing it until I am done. So we have our bangs. Okay, now we're gonna do point cut to make them shorter. Now that I styled them and I added some lift, I know that I just need a tiny bit of the length to be cut, right? So I'm holding it like that, and I am doing point cut. I cut them a little bit shorter, right? I still need to cut a little bit more, since I feel like this is still too long for me. I mean, I brought it up to, but I shouldn't. So now let's do a little bit more. The funny part is I could barely see them because they're white and it's light there. All right, so I think so far so good. I think I'm good with that length. So now I'm gonna use the small brush to make him to give him a little bit more volume. But now they're small, we're gonna use this little guy. So now with this one, again, we're doing the same thing, and now I'm going cool. All right, better. Okay, I'm comfortable with that length now, right? So our bangs are done. Right here, we need to cut just a tiny bit more because we don't want it to be close to my eyes. And then right here too. I guess right here too. So here we are. Here we are with our light bangs. So I'll bring it down, and we have a wig with full bangs. For now, I'm just pushing it up, but at least it kind of shows you the way you do it, right? So here you go. So now we have the same wig that had the curtain bangs. We converted them to full bangs. You can also, if this is not enough bangs for you, you will just get another row. This would be your base. Once your base is done, you're gonna get another row and then hold it and cut it exactly where the length of your first, hairline is, the basis. So this is how she comes, right? Pretty cute, sharp cut bob with curtain bangs. The color is just beautiful. Let's add some lift to her. So here you go. I just parted it on the side, and the curtain bangs keep coming to the front, which is okay. We can always change it. So now what I want is I want to have a little bit lift from this side so that the curtain bangs don't come down. I want them to stay up, and be like this, right? So in order for me to do that, I'm going to use my heat, but I will be changing this to the nozzle. So we're putting it back, and for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it, because it will be easy for me to just turn it this way and then blow the hair to the right side. That's good. Did we achieve it? Almost there, so we need more. And then I'm going full. Yep. And now we have it. So now I don't really have to worry about the curtain bands. I just wanted it to be one side parted, and I did it. So now here what we have is I need to bring this down a little bit more to cover the sides. It covers all of my temple to temple. But if it doesn't, all you have to do, let's push it back a little bit. All you have to do is just grab this bottom part, and I love the nozzle for it too. You grab the bottom part and then you bring it down, and then you're gonna hit the heat right here. And then go cool. My curtain bangs to be covering my forehead, no problem, you can do that. So I just part it on the side, and then I'm going to grab the curtain bangs, bring them down. See, I have my curtain bangs, and then I'm going to put the hair up so it's not on my way while I blow it. And for these curtain bangs, I'm going to put the small one, right, the small brush on, because my curtain bangs are small, I mean short. And then I will turn it on, and I will bring them to the side. These are pretty long. I might be able to do the long one. But let's do this one first, see how it turns out. And then I'm going full now. And I am releasing them. There you go. That worked out. Thank you so much, girls, for guessing. Okay, so now I like it like that. Now I like to have my bangs to the side, right? So what I want right now is I want to have a little bit bangs on this side too, so that it doesn't look like I have long here and then the bangs here. So what I'm going to do is, it already has some. What I'm going to do is just grab another layer, and then I'm going to make a very, very thin bangs on this side too. So let's grab this part and then make them short. Your husband is like, who is this Nellie? I don't like her. It's going to take a minute. Okay. So now I'm okay with it. I have a little bang on the side. I also have bangs to this side. I'm happy with it. Again, you saw this wig. It comes middle part, and it also has the curtain bangs. So what we did is we changed the part. We added the bangs that we wanted to blend them with the rest of the hair, and we completely hid them, and now we brought them to the side. But if you want to do the full bangs, you do exactly what we did on Felicity 01. This is how she comes. She's so white, but she's perfect. Add some lift to her using my tool. For that, you have two choices. You can use just this to add the heat, or you can use it with this. So it depends. I do it with and without. Some are more stubborn, some fibers blend are more stubborn, so they need a little bit, you know, wider heat. So I just keep it as this. But then, of course, on middle part wigs, I will always use this because it's middle, and we're going to do one middle part. We'll do the lift on that one, so I'll show you. But for now, I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to just hold it. I'm not going to turn it. I'm just going to hold it like this. So I am holding it upside down. I'm turning my heat on, and then I'm going to start adding the lift. What I usually do when I add lift, I usually hold it like this, and I do that, like I open the cap with my fingers. And that's enough heat, so I'm going to go cool now. So I'm clicking the cool button. And then I'm going to kind of push the hair from the front to the back so it doesn't cool. When it cools down, it doesn't like cover your face. So let's see how much volume it gave us. Again, remember, some fibers are not going to take the lift as high as others. So we want to make sure if we need more lift, then we will add more lift. We'll do the same thing. But I think this is enough lift for her. Yep. I think we got enough lift. And here she is. The side. This is the back. And then here is another side, and you can part it. You can wear it as side part or middle part. Okay, so within all these months that I have been using this this styler, I haven't burned any lace or any wig. And just so you know, I want to mention this too, just so you know, it wasn't, for us, it wasn't like we saw a styler, we said, oh, we like it, send us a sample, we like the sample, and I said mass production. No, we've had bunch of samples. And I'm talking about the ones I probably remember is about maybe 15 to 20 samples that we bought. Some were like, seriously, maybe just a tiny bit different design, but you know, something is different, or some were like the same, and then we just use them. So, or the heat would be fine, and the speed of the airflow, the air wouldn't be good for synthetic wigs, or that would be fine, the buttons are not working right. So what we did is we got something from this styler, let's say voltage from this styler that worked for something, and then we merged them and they had a baby. So here's the baby. Anyways, if you ask me how many samples you have in the house, there's a bunch. There's a lot of samples we went through to check before we built this, and it perfectly works for the lace as well. So I haven't, we could do a test. Let's do a test. I'm gonna do a test on a lace. I haven't done it, I'm scared. If it burns it, then we both know. 3, 2, 1. We are super close, almost touching the lace. Now touching the lace, and I'm on high heat. So far so good. And I'm moving it. I'm in the same section I was before. Almost touch, not almost, I am literally touching it. 7. And it's the highest heat. So even the highest heat is not going to, but again, this is my lace, so I don't know what kind of lace you're gonna have. You still wanna be cautious of how to use it, but I haven't. Within all these months I've been using it, it didn't even burn one lace or a wig. Because we will actually add some lift to this so that you know, okay, so she added lift to the silky fiber. Now she's gonna add lift to the blend of yaki and silk. Let's see how that one turns out. So again, we're going to show how she looks with side part and middle part, and then we're gonna add lift. So now let's add lift to this gorgeousness. Doing the same thing with this one. And I'm going as close as I can. Sometimes I go closer, sometimes I don't have to. So, you know, also some wigs, you add lift to them like this, and they're not gonna take it right away. So you have to hold them, hang them upside down for a while to get cooled down like that. So I'm going cool now. All right, let's see what we achieved. It's still pretty hot. I should have left. So when it comes, if there's a question, should we keep the cool more or the heat? It's the cool. You want to add the heat, and then you want to cool them a little bit longer. All right, let's try it. Yeah, we got some lift here. See, we didn't get like a huge lift. So if you want even longer than this, even higher than this, you probably want to do it again and then keep her inside, like upside down. Another side. So you see the lift actually got better. Here she is. All right, so now this one was Leah 01. This is how she comes. You can change part, you can add lift, however you want to. But oh my gosh, this color. Let's do this. Let's change the part on her as well. And see how she takes the part. She took the part without heat. That's great news for us. But then if we want to add a little bit lift on here, we don't need to do the whole thing on her, but I'm just going to add lift from the top, from the front, and then let's see how it takes it. There you go. You got some lift in her. I'm going to add bangs to it. Now, this is not going to be the way I add bangs. And this is something that I'm going to show you and put the bangs on. I usually, when I cut your bangs, I usually put it on a mannequin and then on this and then I do them there. But I'm gonna do it here so that you can see how you can add bangs to your wigs. Again, it's this is going to be something I'm going to show how I would add bangs to my wig, but you know, you might have different way of doing it. So when I put it on my mannequin, it will be a little bit different version of adding bangs. Now that I have the tool, I'm not worried about, oh my gosh, are my layers straight? Are my layers the same? Is it you can put it, is it the same, you know, like how I was always worried, because it was really hard for me to use 3 or 4 tools together to bring those curtain bangs to the perfect shape, because that was always like challenging for me. So now that I have my tool, it's so much easier. I will still charge you whatever the price we have for bangs if you ask me to do it, but I'm going to teach you how you do it so that you don't have to pay me to do your bangs or to do other stuff. And throughout, you know, like once we release it, we're going to show other stuff as well. But let's go with this. So I kept this one because I wanted to do the bangs on her. So what you're going to do is, depending on how thick you want your bangs, you're going to go there and then you're going to find your bangs size. So we're picking here, right? And the rest of the hair, as always, needs to go to the back. Okay, so now when you look here, because I usually check it on the mannequin, that way I can see better. But if you see, I picked more on this side, less on this side. So we want them to be the same. So we're gonna pick some from this side as well, like that. And then again, I'm doing tutorial on live and I'm looking at myself on the phone, so it's a little bit harder for me, but you also want this line to be straight on both sides. Okay, right now what I want is, I want the hair to be, let's just say cheek length. Let's just say cheek, maybe in between cheek and chin. Again, I'm doing it on me, so it's really hard for me to know if it's in between cheek and chin or not, but I'll just do it blindly. So let's see how it works. So what we're gonna do first is, we're gonna hold our scissors like that. So we're holding our hair for the bangs right here. So now we're gonna get our scissors, and then we always wanna go lower than our cheek. So if you go from cheek down and you cut from cheek down, you're gonna have to add some, you know, lift to your bangs. And after doing that, they're gonna be super short. So I'm gonna start going in between, which is right here, and then I'm gonna kind of go through the hair. So you want to cut it not straight. You want to go like, you still cut it, the hair, you still close your scissors, but you're also not going like cutting it sharp, right? We have these, they're cute just as it is now. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go in between right here, and then we'll start cutting. This is not done. What we're going to do now is, we're going to bring them all to the front, and then we're going to see how short they are. So that's good, the length looks the same, but these are really, really long. So now what we're gonna do is, let's try for long bangs. So the one thing, the one challenge you might, you know, face with adding bangs to the wigs is, if they are curly, especially Marlene, especially, you know, some of the ones that are curly, that curl is kind of like perm, like, you know, it stays there for so long. And it's also something that you will have to straighten before you do the curtain bangs. Unless you like your curtain bangs to be kind of like wavy, you might actually straighten your bangs before you give them the shape of the curtain bangs. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try it without straightening them, see how that works. If it doesn't work, so then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna straighten them first and then give them the shape using my curling, my tool. So we're going to cut some length here. I think I feel more comfortable doing them on me. I'm gonna go a little bit shorter. Go a little bit shorter on this side. Let's check the length. And now we're gonna do the point cut. Yeah, this one doesn't have to be there. Okay. I am happy with this. So let's just see where it takes us. But I'm happy with that length. I'm going to thin them just a tiny bit so that it's not a lot of bunch of bangs around my face. We're at high heat, and then we're going to move it on high heat first. You know what would have been easy? To bring the big mirror in the front. So I'm on heat right now, and then once I turn my heat to cool, I'm gonna move it just to time it. Look, move, because when you put the cool, it will cool the fibers in the exact shape they are. So if you have them wrapped around the brush and it some kind of has kinks, so they're gonna come kinky, and that's okay. You can always fix it, but. And here we are. This was an easy one to work with. So we already have our beautiful curtain bangs. How awesome is this? Thank you so much, girls. Thank you for sharing it. I appreciate it. So this was the quick tutorial on how you can add curtain bangs to your wig. So after you add your curtain bangs, you also, this is actually a personal preference, but also I think this would look really cool if you can just add some face framing layers to your wig, or in general layers around your wig. In order for you to do face framing layers, again, I don't do the face framing layers like this because it has you paying me, so I want to make sure everything is the same size and stuff. So I do it on her, but I'm going to do it on me. This is how I do it for my wigs. That way you learn and you don't have to pay me. You can just do it yourself using this tool. Would be easier for you. So now we know that our curtain bangs are like, this is in between, right? So they're in between the chin and the cheek and chin. So we want our face framing layers to start from here down. Let's say neck down. What you're gonna do is, every time you wear a wig, you're not gonna bring the whole thing down, right? The whole hair is not gonna come to the front. So you're gonna bring just this part to the front, and that's where you're gonna be focusing on your curtain bangs. So I see that if I put it on, this is how it lays. Sorry, on your face framing layers, this is how it lays. So I already know that I need face framing layers, not just here. I need them here, and then I also need them on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the very first layers I have, or the very first front hair I have, and I'm going to do the face framing layers here first. Like these two. Oh my gosh, it's really different and harder to do it on me than on the mannequin. Okay, so we're going to hold them like this. So now we see they're the same length. We push these back, right? Like I said before, I did differently because I didn't have the tool. So on curled wigs, it's so much easier, but on straight wigs, oh my gosh, you have to make sure that they lay perfectly and layers and this and that. So anyways, we're gonna cut the same thing, but now we're doing face framing layers. So we wanna cut a little bit slower so that we have the layers, right? Otherwise, it will be a blend. So now we have this first one. So we need one right here. So we're gonna grab the first, and then we're gonna cut it. So this is our first layer. It's okay, Pop. It's okay. It can be here. We'll clean it. So this is our first one. So then we're gonna go the second one after that. And this is not human hair, so it doesn't lay like human hair. So you will be fine if you do it this way. And then there you go. So now we have our face framing layers. Let's do one more here. There you go. We have face framing layers. Now we go and blend them with the rest. You also don't want to do face framing layers, a bunch of them here, and then all of a sudden you don't have enough to blend it to the rest. So you're going to grab these, and then you're going to go down to blend the front face framing layer. So now this one is longer than that one. We're going to cut it a little bit more. So I feel like the front is done. So I'm going to go to the second section, like I said, and I'm going to start doing layers. So layers. And I'm using the same scissors we have in the kit. So now I'm going to get another one. I'm doing layers. Let's see them. Sometimes they get blended and you don't really see layers. Layer. Okay, so now let's see how it turned out. So now we have layers on the side. We don't have much layers on this side. So we are good. So I feel like this part matches our curtain bangs. We have good curtain bangs. We also need to do some right here so that it kind of blends. And now we're going to bring the back, and then we're going to do some layers there too. So just in case, if you bring everything to the front, you have it fuller and layered. But if you want the layers around, just put it on the mannequin and then do it that way, because it's so much easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to go section to section, and then you're going to keep doing your layers. Sometimes you can just go like this, sometimes you can't, because depending on your blend of the fiber, the layers can get blended with the rest of the wig and you can't see them. So in this case, you'll have to go, section to section and just cut them. So when it's shorter, then longer, and then the longest is there. After that, you're going to spray with water, and then you're going to shake them, and you're going to have all these layers there. So that's how, I'm not going to take your time to do it on this side, but that's how you can just add your layers. So if you look at it this way, then you're going to see layer, layer, and then layer after it, and then longest. So we did it right. I guess we did it right on the phone. Okay, so here you go. This was the curtain bangs slash face framing layers tutorial on your wig. It's very easy, very lightweight, beautiful, beautiful hair. If you like blonde, you will love her, especially the smoky blonde. And then she also has some lighter ends. We're gonna add some lift to middle part wigs. Let's see how she takes the lift. Bow brush off, and then we're putting this on, and then we're going to add the lift. So now this is another easy way to customize your wig. You ask me, I'm gonna charge you for it because that's my time, right? To some of you, you say $8.99. It's nothing. I will be happy to do it for you, but you could save that $8.99 and do it yourself. Also for lift, you don't really have to have my brush, my tool. I just made it because I know it's going to be perfect for styling your wig. But if you have your own, you can add lift yourself. Just make sure if it's a middle part, it has that little nozzle so that it doesn't wake up those weft spikes. If the heat hits them, then they're going to go up, and then yeah, that's a long story to fix them. You can still fix them, but then that's going to take another time. So let's do that. So I'm going to put this nozzle exactly where the middle part is. Let's see how she takes the lift. So I'm going where the middle part is, and then but to the front, I'm also going to the sides of the middle part because it still has a little bit lace there that could that needs the lift as well. Right now I'm blessing the cool, but if you have baby hair, be very careful because you can straighten those baby hair. Now again, if you already did it, it's not a big deal, you can curl it back, but that's an extra lift for you. Alright, so let's see if we got some lift to her. Oh, we do. So we got some cool lift to her. The thing is, make sure when you do that, see, mine is wrong. You do that, you want to make sure you find your lace line and then you part it there because you kind of lose it when you add lift. I love this natural lift in here now. I think she turned out this gorgeousness. This is Vasi 01. Vasi 01? Mm-hmm. And she has bangs, and we can wear those bangs as curtain bangs, or we can wear them as full bangs. Depends on how you want to wear them, right? This is how she looks without the full bangs. I think she is really, really pretty. So what she has is she has sandy blonde and reddish brown. So she is sandy blonde on top, but it's also blended with it. And then the nape, she has the reddish brown. She's about 22 to 23 inch long, and then she does have the bangs. So this is how she comes. Again, if you want to part her to the side, you can. The only thing that you're gonna probably do is train these guys, the curtain bangs. But if you wanna make him full bangs, you can also. To these ones, I feel like for me, from my forehead down, I think this would be a good, we could probably do it quickly. Let's see how she turns out. We could use the big one to see it. Always try first the big, see how you like it, and then you can use the small one if needed. If these are long enough, they will be able to do it with this. Now I'm blessing the tool. Again, let's do it again and hold it a little bit higher. Okay, so now that you have a little bit more lift to them, I think they're fine. So what I'm going to do now is I want to bring the sides down because that's too wide of bangs I have. So I'm going to turn it this way, and then on heat, I'm going to bring them down. There you go. Yeah, I probably will have to cut just a tiny bit, but not bad. So I have to pull up to show you how it looks if I cut them a little bit more. But that's how you turn them into full bangs. So now you can wear your Vasi full bangs. Here she is. There you go. You can do a little bun there. And then you can also bring some down and do some face framing layers. That way, you know, if you want to wear it just up, then you have some hair in the front to cover your sides. And now the tutorial that I wanted to do on this is thinning. So I'm going to show you quickly. Again, like I said, we already have it on the website, on the YT channel, but I'm going to show you quickly how I do it. So what I usually do is I get the front. It doesn't have to be a very heavy top, but some of the top needs to go up, and then you will pin it on this side. Then you're going to grab it section to section. You're going to hold your thinning shears, which if I can find it. Okay, so you're going to hold your thinning shears like that. Again, this is always the front, the top, like right here, top. I think, oh my gosh, this is very uncomfortable. So this, over here, you always have the comb and then the blade underneath. And you're going to hold it like that, and then you're going to cut. You're going to do your cut, right? You can also go, all these ones, you can even go, so I'm going to hold it this way. You can even go like that, right? Because this is a fiber that is already textured. You don't have to worry about the spikes because it blends it pretty well. Now, can you do that type of, this is usually what I do with heavy thinning, but I do the heavy thinning in the bottom, and then I do the lighter thinning on top, and then I bring these down. So you see, I just did the hard thinning on it, nothing, it actually turned out perfectly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab each of these sections, and you're gonna go all the way to the other side. You're gonna do your thinning. You can even do your separate it to 3 sections, which if you want to. Then you can start with the bottom section. You can do the hard thinning, and then go to the second section and do the 2-3 cuts. And the top one you don't want to touch because you don't know, unless it's this fiber, then you will be fine. You can just do some hard thinning on that section, the top section as well, and then spray your wig spray or water, brush it, and you will be done. Fussy 02. Again, she does have the same curtain bangs. She's kind of fluffier, it looks like, but it's the same wig. So her color is soft brunette, gold, and neutral blonde mix. Alma is one that already has the bangs, so we will use the tool on her. But look at her colors. She is most silkier, so she comes with a very long bangs. So they got redirected. That's okay. That's a normal thing for synthetic wigs. You always want to make them your own, right? So here's how she comes. I think she is really pretty. Color is gorgeous. Color is red brown with dark brown lowlights. So she does have some lowlights in her, which are dark brown. You see them? Very lightweight. Like I literally just super lightweight for me. But again, what's lightweight to me might not be lightweight to you. So we wear wigs differently. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a slight lift to her, and then I will add, I'll fix the bangs on her. So we want to make them on this, now that this is a different fiber, let's see how it looks, how the tool works on this type of fiber. So today I showed it to you in 4 different fiber blend, and it worked on all 4 of them. So at 3, this is the 4th. So let's do it on this one. We're going to add some lift, and then we're going to fix the bangs. I'm going to keep this, the nozzle, and I'll do it with it. I'm going pretty close to the lace, so you can see it. There you go. We are pretty close. And now I'm going to bless this whole. And we're going to leave the pool a little bit longer. Okay, so now that we added our lift, we're going to see if it's still hot. It's not, it's warm, and that's pretty good. We can just put it on and see. If it's super hot still, you want to cool it down. Ah, there you go. Okay, so let's bring it down. I am medium. It is covering everything, so that's good. So we just added some lift to it. We have the top lift. That's good. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to add to fix these bangs. I don't know, unless you want them to be a curtain bangs, then we could do a curtain bangs. We showed how to fix the wigs to be full bangs on 3 wigs. So I'm gonna do this one as curtain bangs so that you can see it as curtain bangs as well, not just full bangs tutorial, right? So we have our bangs ready here, and they look hideous right now after I added lift to them. They got wild. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna find our middle part, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna separate them. We're gonna get our small brush, and we're gonna start with it on heat. right? So and now we're gonna wrap it. I'm on full now. There you go. So we got that little lift on this side, and then we blended them as curtain bangs. So we're gonna add it again. These guys are not gonna wanna stay. Make sure wear your gloves because I am used to this, but you wanna do it new to reach it. So now we're going to leave it. Now I feel like our part might not be right in the middle, so I can't tell. Anyways, I think we did good by being in front of a phone. Okay, so what I did is I basically blended the short bangs with the longer bangs, and what I did is I just created a curtain bangs. So I'm gonna leave it down and see how they go with the rest of the hair. They turned out perfect. I think we're doing good here. There you go. So now you can wear it like that, or you see, or you can wear them as full bangs, however you want to. As a full bangs, I already showed you. Defrizzer, you're gonna put it here, and you're gonna turn it to the front, which is the side for you to defrizz your wig. You're gonna spray a bunch of water, so make sure your hair is wet, and then you're gonna turn it on. What's gonna happen? It's gonna make this part, which is metal, really, really hot, and you want it to be hot, as hot as possible, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna defrizz the wig with it. There you go, now it's on the side. So now that I have it, it's pretty hot. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hair on your mannequin. You're gonna grab section by section. So you're grabbing your hair here. Let's grab one in the back. So you're grabbing this, let's just say the back of your wig is really frizzy, you want to fix it. You're gonna spray water once the hair is pretty damp, like it's wet. You're gonna put this on, again turn it on and put it on high heat, okay? And then once it's hot, you're gonna grab it and go slowly through your hair to defrizz it. Then go another time, probably depending on what fiber you have, you might wanna go 1, 2, or 3 times through each and every, the thing is, every part you get. The thing with this one is, since the brush is pretty big, I mean it's big size brush for defrizzer, you can just get a bigger section like this. Versus you can also do that with a heat comb. You know how I always say, spray your wig and then just go through the hair slowly. Versus this is kind of like your brush, you put it on, you're just like, okay, I just need to refresh it, you spray water, and then you grab your hair. You can do it on you too. Spray your hair and kind of like brush it, just brush it throughout to make the ends a little bit more soft. I'm going to show you how this works. So it works the exact same. You can also part, for some people, the airflow, the stylers might work more, the hair dryer and with the attachments. For some of you, you might not like to use that to part your wigs. So let's just say we want to part this exact same wig. We want to part it on the side using heat comb. So we're going to turn it to, there is 410, 430, 450. You can always start with 250. Here's the thing with Futura fibers. They can take the heat up to 360 or even 400, some of them, even 450, some of them. But do you need it? No, you don't, because you could use 250 and just, it works. Because most of the time, 250, let's say 320 would work on your Futura fiber. You're gonna do using a heat comb to add your part. So you're gonna find your part first. Let's just say this is where I wanna part mine, right? And then, well, this fiber seems like it's pretty good without. No, you still have to use, with the movement, you might actually lose the part. So you're gonna grab this, it's on 3, let's see, did you turn it off?
No, I grabbed it, it was reading off.
265, 285. Let's just say we start with so many settings. 265. We will start with 265. And it's pretty, if it doesn't burn it, we didn't check what was the heat for this, but let's just say 265 should be fine. So we are going to grab it and then go to the right side, right? Again, we are going to the left side so we can make our part. It's so hard to see. And most of the time, I don't make a perfect part, and I do it on purpose. Because right now I try to make it, but I usually just go like till here, and then I grab some from here, some from here. Depending on the wig, I don't really always do a perfect part, because not every hair has a perfect part. So we want to keep it more natural than like unnatural. Okay, so and then on this side, you're gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna go here, and then you will put this right here to dab, and so you can get your part set. Now whatever I do, it's not gonna go there, right? So now I change the side, the part to it with this. Now also what you can do is you can take the, if it's too curly, you can brush it with this, comb it with this, and loosen, like you can get loose curls or wigs if it's too curly. Also, you can defrizz with it. I mean, there's so much you can do, but this one you will also have in the kit. I have a client that she is in love with Tracy, one of the Tracy's brunette. She always asked me to customize them differently. So this time, she asked me to do one short and then one barrel curls to it. So I'm gonna put Tracy on as it comes, and then I will also put the two that I did. So here's how Tracy comes. This is Tracy 10, so I still have the lace on. This is Tracy 10, right? She is long, she is beautiful straight with layers. I think she turns out so much, like so pretty with face framing layers, more face framing layers and layers around. Look at her with curls, right? So these are the ways that I added with the same barrel that I showed you guys. Okay, there you go. I need to fix the middle part lift on her, but I guess she got some high lifts here. Okay, so it has been upside down. I'm not really liking the lift she has right now, so I'll probably fix her lift, but pay attention to the curls. This is, you guys, the same exact wig I just showed you. I added the curls to her, right? It looks like it is a completely different wig. I added the curls, and then I brushed them a little bit. It's the same exact wig. I just shortened to, I'm not sure, I think this is a 16-inch. I added some lift to her, and here she is. Okay, so there are several ways you can add a curl. You add your barrel, you turn off your heat, and you always want to start with a high heat on this to curl. If you are doing it on yourself, then that's what you're going to do. If you're not doing it on yourself, then it's easier, and I'll show you on both. So you find your curl first, let me say this is it, and then you are going to wrap it around. And now, I think that's enough heat. You're going to go cool. I am so in a not good place to curl. And then you're going to let it go, and you're going to have your curls here. Right? And you can even hold it around it. Oh, there you go. I'm holding it around if you want to. If not, you can leave it. However works for you. It will depend how you feel comfortable holding it. And then now I'm blessing the pool. So what I did is I got the wrong side. So I don't know if you see the curls. There you go. So again, we're going to do it on short wig, one more, and then we're going to throw on long, and then we will be done. So here's how it looks. I'm pressing now the cool button. And then once I see they're cool, they're not hot anymore, I will let go. And then there you get your curls. Your hair is long, which will be on, let's try it on Tracy long. This is a Tracy short. So do you see how wavy she got? We are turning this on. We're going to start, first we're going to part it in the middle. And then you're going to make some sections. That way it's easier for you. You don't have to take a bunch of sections, bunch of hair in one area. So we're grabbing this, So if you have space in between, you're gonna have loose wigs. If you don't have space in between, then you're gonna have bigger wigs. So now it's pretty hot. I am blasting cool. And yeah, now it's not so hot, but I'll still keep the cool a little bit more. And then we release the curl. And then here's how your curls will appear. So now if you want to have a bigger curl, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit bigger. Let's see how this one. If you keep a little space in between, then you get a little bit more loose wave than the tighter curls. So here you go. So now I'm not really fully satisfied with this curl, so let's do it again. We will redo it because I'm not liking it. Yeah, so you can see now our curls. Okay, let's try another one and then we can brush it and see what happens. Right now I am blessing the tool, so you want to hold the fibers. Okay, we go there. Okay, black and cool. Black and cold. And the last one, and then we're gonna brush. Black and cool.
Good.
There we go. So you can hold it this way and do your curl. So let's just say 3, 2, 4, and then I'm gonna go blast the tool.
Now, can you also do it at the 90-degree angle?
You can, if that's better, that works better for you. There you go. So let's just say you have the shorter wigs and you just want to do a quick curl. You can just do it that way. Just make sure that this way you're going to get this side, right? And then the other way you will have to change to the different barrel. And now I'm blasting cool. That's pretty good now. It's not super cold, but it's warm, so we're good with that. We're going to release it, and we're going to go get our curl. See? It turned into a wavy hair. Bye girls, have a beautiful night with your family. Much love to each one of you, and bye-bye. I'll see you soon.